Hello. I like that we say it exactly the same. We're autistic.
We do this way too many times.
Yeah.
I've just been sitting here echolalia thinking about how we start the podcast. Just constantly, hello and welcome to another Unspoken Beers podcast. Unprompted.
It's
You're welcome.
what we're best at.
Echolalying and then convincing our audience to do the same thing.
What's
Hello.
up, Joe?
How goes it?
How goes?
There's been some drama going on.
Yeah. We're going to wait a few minutes to let some people get in before. Because I want to preface things of like what it's all going to be about, you know? I don't expect it to be like super, super crazy in here.
This isn't a hate stream. Or it's not supposed to be. If it gets into the hate stream era, we're going to need to block some people.
Well, it does show us in chat. Cool.
Yes. No, there's a way for you can hit the little checkbox.
Okay, cool.
And it will show you in chat if you want it to be.
Well, thank you, Joe, for donating to the fundraiser. We appreciate it. Hello. What's up, Mason? Doing good. I had a job interview earlier today.
It is the most like surreal thing. When you do this for so long and then we're doing this on the internet and then we're just nonchalantly going to, a job interview for like a retail store.
Going into the mall and sitting down in the store, and she's like talking about like advocating for people, and I want to be like, if only you know what I'm doing tonight after this job interview.
I'm like, this is not a normal job that people have, you know what I mean?
And it really is just such a like, I don't know. It's a very touching grass moment when you like talk to people in the real world and you're like, I'm a YouTuber for like our job, and
like, really? What?
Yeah. and they're like, oh, what content do you post?
And
I'm
it
always
just
like,
gets worse.
Paranormal. And then I try to not tell people.
We don't come in hot and say we're psychic mediums right off the bat because people ask questions, and we don't want the questions.
I think 9 times out of 10, if someone knows, they are immediately like, will you read me like right now? And I'm like,
yeah,
ma'am, you're my doctor.
Ma'am, you're in between my legs right now. This is an inappropriate time for this.
It's true. This is very TMI. But
You've told this story before.
I've told it before, but now there's a lot of new people who are here.
I know.
And we're going to open this by telling you
women's
all
rights. Come on.
That a nurse practitioner asked me to give her a psychic reading while she was in the middle of giving me a pap smear.
It wasn't at the time the lights went out in the whole building too.
Yes, the lights also went out too. So I was like,
in
holy
the dark,
shit. Okay.
Legs spread.
It's like, this is why I don't tell people.
Yeah. Now we tell people we're ghost investigators.
Because it's easier, and then I don't have to.
Less weird questions.
So many weird questions. But hello. I'm glad we could break the ice with talking about my pap smear.
Oh, surreal experiences out in the wild.
Yeah. I don't know. Going to the mall and seeing people is very like crazy. What's up, Sarah? Also, hi, Jada. Hi, Mona. I know for most of our like core community who's like in our streams normally don't necessarily
know what's
going on, because I know that a lot of you guys don't really watch debunking
side,
but we do.
It's more interesting.
So I'll start getting into kind of a like general backstory.
Well, you should get into the fundraiser first. I want to know the head.
True. Yes. So this live stream, instead of sending super chats or doing like joining members or anything, we would love for you guys to donate to the charity. We're doing a charity fundraiser for this. So our goal is to raise $2,000. it doesn't have to be tonight, but just in general, for the Global Women's Fund.
Yeah, because this will be open for the replay if you guys are watching us on the replay.
So the hope is that we can raise money for an organization that helps empower other like grassroots movements, charities, other people who are trying to make systemic changes all around the world and advocate for women and just equality for everyone. So we do not have ads playing on this, so we're not going to make any money. We would have to turn off like super chats for like the entire channel.
Do super chats. I don't know if the money goes directly from this video there at all. Probably not. I think you have to donate directly. So that's why we're like go to the donate button. So if you're on your phone in chat, there is a little like heart that's made out of hands, like it looks like a handshake. If you click on that, that goes to the fundraiser itself. So it's going through YouTube. So YouTube is directly donating it to the corporation, which the corporation is the Global Fund for Women. So that is the like fundraising organization that we are doing a fundraiser for. So if you guys are interested in that, Joe Vitale has already donated. So you can see in the chat there's like a little check mark that you can click and that will show that you did donate. But you can donate anonymously if you would like to do that as well.
And also, if there are any other like creators in the space who want to join in on it, we did set it up so you can join with your own videos or live streams. If you just search what our thing is.
Let's do some good.
Let's do some good. It should say that those meddling mediums started it.
Yeah.
But so you can join, so you could go if you've done live streams the past week or so, or if you're planning on doing another discussion, whatever, you can join it. So hopefully it turns into like a community thing.
This is a feature we haven't used before, so it's interesting. It's interesting that we have access to it because I looked it up and apparently the requirements is 10,000 subscribers, which
we don't have. But I also guess before get into like a brief rundown for people who maybe do not know what has been going on for the last week or so. This is not going to be a drama stream. So if you're coming here just for like drama, we are not interested in that. We want to use our channel to advocate for people and to try to make change. And we felt that there was a lot going on the last week or so, where there were things getting missed or not talked about in a very like productive way. Sorry, I read Boo's thing, so I got
thinking about 3 things at once.
Don't worry, Jeff. You're good. You're good. Things have been a little hectic the last week. It's okay. So this isn't going to be drama. I do not necessarily care about the interpersonal beef some creators may have with another or issues. I want to try to talk about things in a more like respectful and open way. And I encourage like everyone is able to share their opinions and their own views on things. We just ask that you keep it respectful. You're open to what other people are saying. So just like don't be hateful. Don't no hostility. We're not going to do name calling or, shitting on certain people. If you have issues with them or not, doesn't matter. We don't need to keep like rehashing everything. I want to more talk about the core of how it started, which is like women in the paranormal. I do have a notepad because I wrote down like some just bullet points of things just so I have a reference. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading that. So if you don't know what's going on, not yesterday, but the Friday before, Kenny Biddle on his stream did a awesome like women debunkers. So like it was Ladies Takeover talking about the issues women face in the paranormal, especially in debunking. It was fantastic. Things led to another, and it kind of turned into a lot of like drama and infighting. Again, I don't want to necessarily get into the specifics of it because I don't feel like it really benefits anyone at this point. If there needs to be more clarification, I guess I can, but I don't feel like it needs to be like fully rehashed. I don't know.
Well, the main consensus of what happened was there was a podcast that was done on Kenny's channel that was uplifting women. And during that podcast, there were controversies that happened after the fact because another video was made in regards to the situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's drama started happening, so it started becoming more of a war of genders, of like voices of these women were starting to being taken away because we needed to start uplifting men instead. So it was argued that that is just something that always happens. So anytime there is an attempt to like raise women's voices, a lot of times it gets overshadowed by raising men's voices. So that is inherently what happened in result of like the situation that happened on Kenny Biddle's channel.
Yeah.
So
and we have a more nuanced, I would say, I keep telling everyone that, but it's true. We have a more nuanced perspective of what has happened the last week. We think that on both sides of this division, there were valid things being said and points being made that maybe weren't explored to their fullest of what it should have potentially been, or it was just overlooked and kind of talking past one another. So we've watched all of the content, we've read all the posts, we feel like we have a pretty good grasp on things. We've spoken to people about like in private about like what they felt the issues were to try to kind of gauge, I guess, where people were at in this situation, because it's a messy one. So this isn't a like definitive like this side was right, this side was right. I think as a whole, there were missteps the entire way. I do not think that it's any one person's fault. I don't think that it was anything. I don't know. I don't think any of it was intended to get this far. And I truly do mean that. I think everyone had the best of intentions from the start. But it's the internet. So things spiral. It is what it is. But so we want to talk about women in the paranormal and things. And I will warn you, I might get on a little bit of soapbox talking about political stuff. This is a political issue, so there is going to be politics discussed in things. It doesn't mean that you have to identify as left or right or whatever. It's just
systemic issues that are being put into this situation as well as our society.
Yeah. So I want to kind of less focus on like individual, like talking about like what like individual people may or may not have done wrong, and kind of bring it to like the wider systemic issues that are happening, because I think that's, in my opinion, watching everything, that's where things got missed the most.
Yeah, because basically what happened was there were comments made on that second video that basically Kenny was undermining what was going on during the live stream, undermining the like work that he done with uplifting women's voices. So after that, there was a lot of like back and forth of like it was more so a lot of like defensiveness, because people were like throwing these ideas back and forth, but it became more personal and it became more in a defensive sort of manner. And because of that, that lost the original like cause and the original idea surrounding why it was an issue in the first place. So the issue isn't necessarily that Kenny did this. It isn't necessarily what the video was about. The issue is that this is something that systemically happens all the time and is just accepted in our society. Yes. So it is accepted that, like, we always have to, like, make way for men to be, like, their voices to be uplifted above ours as women. So that is the systemic issue. That is what's not fair. But eventually it started becoming, well, you don't understand because you are just men. And there's no way that you would ever understand because you are just men. And that is becoming more of a bigger issue because how are you going to change these systemic issues? So a lot of it is internalized. A lot of it is internalized into our society as a whole. Things are just generally accepted because it's been accepted this whole time. So, like, for example, if there's, like, talk of, like, women in podcasts, a lot of times it's, well, is she hot? There's always just, like, some underlining, like, sexual innuendo surrounding women. That is just accepted. You are allowed to say that because in our society that is accepted. That is internalized sexism. So that comes out during this, like, fight on the internet, back and forth, and it made people not see that happening, and it became more and more about these, like, accusations and assumptions and, like, assuming that all men are bad or these people are bad because they don't understand what's going on or where these things are coming from. And we started losing the plot of uplifting women's voices and educating the awareness around the internalized issues caused by sexism in our society.
Yeah. Let's see. Women are the backbone of the paranormal. Women were very much involved in spiritualism. Spiritualism opened the doors for women. I don't inherently disagree with that, but I just feel like there's more nuance to all of it because I have seen you, Joe, and I'm not trying to call you. I've seen you talk about women being far closer to the paranormal than us boys. I personally disagree. I think that a lot of that is conditioning and the idea that women are just inherently more emotional and they handle those things. That's kind of been the role that has been designated on women, and that men don't experience those things. But I think that's bullshit. I think men are just as capable to be emotional and experience those things as women. Because there isn't anything that really is different besides.
That's where the internalized sexism comes in. Because men are supposed to be macho and not, like, listen to their emotions or stuff like that. So that's why there is this preconceived notion that women are more emotional. Emotional equals more open to spirit. So that's why people think that women are, like, beacons for paranormal activity and stuff like that. But there's a lot of, like, things like with Ed and Lorraine Warren and, like, the poltergeist situations of like there's just a lot of misunderstanding around women and like going through puberty. So there's a concept in, like, the paranormal that I think is centered around the Ed and Lorraine Warren like poltergeist case, the Enfield poltergeist. There's, like, a documentary about it. But the concept is that poltergeist activity is directly tied to preteen girls when they're, like, going through puberty, because they have this, like, I don't know, these, like, dormant psychokinetic energy that is tied to these, like, deep emotions that they're just, like, holding inside, and it gets created into this, like, entity that they presume is a poltergeist. And this is, like, a noisy ghost that causes this huge, like, outrage of paranormal activity to happen in a house. But that has a lot of internalized sexism in it because it is a extension or a portrayal of people don't understand women going through puberty because it's very emotional to go through it.
They're hormonal. They're emotional. That's when they become crazy. Like, all of those things. And it's not that anyone in this, like, community is specifically, like, saying those negative things, but that is where some of the women who have been speaking up about the, like, issues that come into play when being, like, a woman in the field, that's kind of why people get upset by that. And it is because there's so much of that like inherent like writing off of women of being like emotional, or like if you have a man and a woman CEO, a man can like blow up at people, yell at people, and it's like it's not okay, but it's kind of like
but just being dominant, like they're being a leader.
Yeah, but if a woman does it, then
they're on their period.
They're emotional. This is why women can't lead or like be
they're
like
bitches.
Yeah, they can't have leadership positions because they're too emotional. So once a month they're going to do something and ruin everything, and it's like that's not true. That's not how that works. So that is to me where a lot of the frustration I was seeing the last week was coming from, was like it's an unspoken thing that has been like forced onto everybody that has shaped our culture and how we view the world. And it's not that any one person is purposely like fully going out of their way to be like, oh, it's this, but that is like,
it's a systematic issue of what is accepted in our society. So it is very like, it's unintentional because it's not something that you normally look for, because it's like covert. Also, Paula, $50.
Yes, thank you, Paula.
Again, if you guys are interested in donating to the fundraisers to uplift women's voices, make sure you hit the like little hand heart or hit the donate button, and it will go directly to that charity. But we're at $75. It's so cute.
Yay. 75 or 55?
75.
Oh, someone else donated. Okay.
Yeah, they just there's like a little check mark that you can be like in the chat and tell people, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah. $75.
I think the thing too that I really want to touch on is the white male privilege.
Yeah, that was thrown around a lot in this like back and forth of things.
And again, I think that there was a lot of misunderstanding about what it means to have white male privilege.
But also, it was brought up because it was very much, you have white male privilege, you cannot understand how this looks bad. So, like, it was more so the assumption that they're coming to attack instead of, like, actually genuinely wanting to understand. So it was more so, like, more dismissing the situation than actually, like, creating more awareness. So that's why we're talking about this. But go on.
Thank you for sending the gift. I don't think we've gotten gifts before.
Oh, yeah, I just set that up.
Oh, you just set that up? I was like, that's new.
It is new on YouTube, I guess, is trying to compete with TikTok.
Crazy.
So there's, like, gifts and stuff that you can add on here, too. I don't know fully what everything is, but it's new. It's I activated it.
But on the topic of white male privilege,
yes,
I'm trying. I want to talk about it. Oh, let me see. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that's not exactly what we mean when we say women are closer to paranormal than us men. It's much bigger. That not negative. I see the disconnect. I'll fix that. Okay, yeah, because like I do want to know what you mean when you say like closer to the paranormal.
Yeah, because a lot of people like presume that like women are the ones that are more like oppressed in like paranormal cases, or you can also argue that there are more female psychic mediums and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
I'm just being honest. It sounded like when the term white male privilege is talked about, it is translated as "shut up, white guy."
Yes,
and this is honest and truthfully. I like outside of the paranormal, I have had this exact conversation with many men in my life who are white men. And this is I think the most common feeling that gets presented. And I do understand why it sounds that way. I think when it comes to white male privilege, and anyone who is a white male can tell me if you agree or disagree. It's fine. I am obviously not a white male. Holy shit, Erica!
Sorry, we just got $1,000 for our fundraiser. Sorry, I was unprepared.
Same.
My
I just
face.
saw that. Oh. Erica, thank you so much for donating $1,000.
Dude, our goal was 2,000.
Holy shit! Thank you. Oh,
I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's so cute.
But I do understand what you're saying, Jeff, because I see how it can sound that way, and I don't want to make it seem like you're not allowed to feel that way. I think where it comes in is when you hear the word privilege, most people assume that it means that you're like given stuff for free. You don't have to work for it. You just naturally get like an easy pass going. And that is not the case always, because when you are talking about things like privilege, you have to talk about intersectionality and how different parts of your identity overlap with each other and shape how you view the world. So, for instance, white privilege. We'll just start with just white privilege. White privilege means that if you have white skin, you are not necessarily discriminated against because of the color of your skin. And I want to preface this of, I'm not saying that you've had it easy in life. I'm not saying that you've never faced challenges. That is not it. But I always use the comparison between M and I. We are in a relationship, but M walks through the world being white, very different than I do being black, because of systemic issues and of how the system has been set up against all of us. And it hurts everybody all around equally. But her being white, she has more privilege than I do. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have to try, or she, this, that, or the other. It's just she's not discriminated against because she is white, where I am because I'm black. When it comes to male, a lot of things are designed around men. A lot of like medical research is done on men, specifically white men. So it creates a lot of like misogynoir. So black women are typically the ones who get harmed the most in like the medical, like when receiving medical treatment. Like black women are more likely to die in giving birth than a white woman is. Doesn't mean that anyone is specific, like individually, give or take. There's extremes to all of this. So I don't want to, you guys, I hope you guys understand. And if not, I'll clarify. But it doesn't mean that, someone is always purposefully creating the issues, or like trying to perpetuate it. It's just how the system is built and how we have been subtly like conditioned to react and behave. I can agree with that, but when the term is used in an argument, it's usually used to discount what the white man is saying.
That's where privilege is used in a negative context, because privilege is meant to bring people together by creating understanding and awareness.
Yeah.
But a lot of people use it of a like, you can never understand me, stop trying type of way, which is why you felt that way.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that was very much used in this situation. In the same type of manner, it was internalized racism, but in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Or like internalized sexism. Internalized sexism, because when you are on the other side of it and having to like deal with a lot of toxicity surrounding it, you create these assumptions in your head that these people aren't trying to come in and help, or they're not trying to come in and understand. So you just push them away with, well, you're part of the problem anyway, so why would I tell you what's going on? And I feel like that is where things started to escalate, and things were not being like, the cause or the important part of it was not being addressed anymore, which was uplifting voices and creating awareness. That's why we're doing this live stream, right?
Yeah.
So making like people like the face of this, or making people like being put down or being dismissed, even if they're asking questions, even if they're like being kind of rude when they're asking questions, it doesn't really matter. The goal should have been awareness of like, well, the reason why this is a problem, because this is happening. Yes. And this happens in our society all the time. That's where privilege needs to like bridge the gap instead of push people away.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what was happening.
Yeah. And in one of the live streams, the only one that I caught live, I kept wanting people to like shift the focus to also class privilege, because I think where everyone, I could almost guarantee where almost everyone in here can relate is that we are not privileged because maybe we've grew up poor. We don't come from a family who comes from money, and class privilege is where, like, I would say most, and again, I don't want to like speak for people, but in other conversations I've had with people, when I talk to them about class privilege and not coming from money, that is where they're like, oh yes, I understand that, because the thing that truly unites all of us in here is capitalism fucking sucks. And it is meant to like put everyone down and keep us poor and working. So the people at the very, very, very top profit from it. Reality Mixer, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you.
Oh, I'm just so excited.
Yes.
I also didn't realize how red I get how quickly. It's fine.
It's because you're white.
It's true.
I can say this because she's my girlfriend. Like, it's fine.
That's why I cover myself so people can't see me glowing, to be quite honest. That's what we were talking about before, because Riker turned the lights on really high.
I was gonna do it, but I won't do that to you right now.
Blind me?
Yeah.
I mean, I have the same conversation with you that we did before. I'm like, this is why I cover my skin so you can't see.
Also, we use dark humor a lot. I should also preface that, especially
it makes it interesting.
Especially if you missed the whole conversation of my pap smear story earlier.
That is one way to start a live stream, because this is a live stream that people will rewatch, I feel like, or like watch a replay.
Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, I also have something in my eye.
Hi, Kristen.
What's up,
Christina? Christina.
But we are all put down economically. Like, Em and I have to get jobs right now because the economy fucking sucks. And being a YouTuber isn't that lucrative.
Yeah.
So class privilege is where the most of us are going to see eye to eye, because I will never know what it's like to walk through the world as a white man. And that doesn't mean that it's inherently like every white man's fault that it is this way. A lot of us, I mean, none of us here chose to be born into the circumstances that we are in. It is, none of us got that choice. But what we can do is look and say, hey, maybe the system that exists all around us hurts everybody involved, because there's plenty of instances as well where this dynamic hurts men. For instance, in like family court, a lot of times children are given to the mother, even if the father would be better suited to take care of his kids. Oftentimes men get slighted in family court because of the binary of how men versus women are supposed to behave. So women are the mothers, the caregivers. That's their role. That's what they are meant to do. So they should get it, even if the mother is not a good mother. Like bad women exist, bad men exist. Sorry, I feel like I talk really fast and a lot.
No.
And I also just need a drink.
Yeah, can't talk for 3 hours straight. I lose my voice. Being a YouTuber, I like know that.
So I don't know if that makes sense, because I I do understand how, I don't know, it's why I want to talk about it in like the idea of like white male privilege in here, to hopefully maybe talk about things in a slightly, I don't know, more like nuanced way, because the idea of like white male privilege is an issue, is correct, but it's not always the individual person. And I want to just make it, I don't know, I want to just make it known to people that it's more so describes who is disadvantaged versus who is automatically like like gets like an automatic like golden ticket.
Yeah.
YouTube channels appear to have replicated the gender divisions of the TV shows, male investigators plus tech, women as mediums. It's interesting that in life experience you've had more women. Yeah, and it's like we are not just in the paranormal. We kind of are in the paranormal but also like the spiritual mediumship, that thing. And when it comes to like mediumship, for instance, it is very much like a female dominated. But like the paranormal, especially like here on YouTube, there are more like male investigators.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that there are no women.
It's a male dominated field.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that anyone is like, I don't know, forcing that. Like obviously anyone can start a YouTube channel and post paranormal content. No one is like fully gatekeeping any of that. But there is a like issue, like there's still a systemic issue, you know? What's up, Seg?
There's still like preconceived notions about what you're supposed to be doing based on your gender in our field. Like what laughing cow cheese.
Laughing cow cheese.
The
laughing cow cheese.
The laughing cow cheese is saying. Because it is very much like most investigation TV shows, for sure, you have the male lead, usually, who is the tech guy, the one that uses all of the like
or even the
equipment,
even the skeptic
and the skeptic.
I feel like men are often labeled as automatically skeptic, but I know that there are several men that are full believers too. Like it, but I would say that's like a stereotype, you know.
And then you have the women coming in, and they're more intuitive.
They're kind of an empath.
They're a little bit of an empath, and I think that's so weird. It's so weird. That's a preconceived notion. If you have like a female coming on, I feel like there is a like conceived notion that they're gonna be a medium or intuitive on one of those shows too.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, all I heard was that like, oh, like all of the women in our family are, like have like gifts or are more in tune with that stuff, and like that's what I grew up hearing, and I feel like that. And I've seen to this day that kind of mindset be spread around. It's not necessarily trying to be like a negative or write men off, but it is like a gendered stereotype, you know?
Yeah.
Can we joke about who is Yvette Fielding? Hold on.
Also,
I'm sorry. I am Gen Z. I don't know anything. And I know some of you will probably be surprised that I'm Gen Z.
Also, I do want to say that the paranormal community.
Oh, her. Yes. Sorry. Seg's done videos on her. There was the one where they were at like, it's like Most Haunted. You're at the 30. It's the one where like the knife was like in the couch cushion. Seg did like a debunk on it.
I think I remember that one. That one was super weird, right?
Yeah, it was like ridiculously weird.
But I was reading a comment. I do want to say that the YouTube paranormal community, for the most part, does not reflect the paranormal community outside the field. There's major differences between the two. But it is weird because we're on both the like, because we're mediums, we're in the spiritual niche and we're in the paranormal niche. The paranormal niche is very much dominated by like the male voice versus being in the spiritual niche, it's dominated by the female voice. Yeah. So it is still there is still a lot of like preconceived notions in regards to gender in the field. It's just it's easier as a woman to be able to have a presence online than it is to get a production company to make a TV show about you.
This is true.
But it is the same systemic issue of like trying to be successful as a woman in this field. You can have a YouTube channel, but being successful is another thing, because a lot of times there is I feel like, I don't know if you agree with this, but I feel like with paranormal stuff, because there's always this like preconceived notion that the woman is more intuitive or like whatever with their emotions, that they can't get into more of the tech side of things.
I don't disagree. I would say that I didn't really view all of that in that lens, but I also, how I came into the paranormal was like into like this community, this niche was like, I don't know, I feel like I was very late to the party. So I don't feel like I do feel like that is a normal, like I've seen a lot of people be like on TV shows or whatever, be like, oh, I'm taking you to my psychic, and it's like a woman.
Yeah. It's or very rare to see like men in the psychic space. There are men that do it and are on TV shows.
Yeah, and there are exceptions to every single rule, because it's a social construct. All of this is like just social construct. No one is like limited or like fully prevented from doing anything. It's just some hurdles might be in the way of some, depending on like who you are, but it's very much a case by case basis.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's racial stereotypes too. The wise black man, the Indian spirit guy. Yes. Yes. There's yeah.
That's why we do Woo Woo Wednesday, and you should come hang out in that live stream.
Yes, not to plug our thing, but on Wednesdays, we now do live streams where we sit and watch outrageous TikToks from like
there's some weird stuff
really woo-woo people, and like, holy shit.
It's not all really woo-woo people, but it is woo-woo shit.
I would say a majority of it is really woo-woo people.
A lot of alien shit.
A lot of you guys probably think we're woo-woo people. I promise you, we look...
Come to woo... We look like skeptics.
Yeah. Oh, if I hear one more fucking person try to say that aliens built the pyramids, I'm gonna lose it.
We're trying to make a bingo for that.
We're gonna have bingo.
We're working on it.
We got this whiteboard specifically,
a conspiracy board,
and the other side is a cork board. So we're gonna have memes. You guys have missed the psychic attack dolphin sagas.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about dolphins. People think they're aliens.
Hilarious. So much stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
A lot of stuff about Noah's Ark too. We haven't actually had any TikToks yet about Noah's Ark.
It's true.
But I did put it on the bingo card.
They didn't have chainsaws. I'll take that one. Oh, lizard people. I don't have the soundboard up. We do have a soundboard and stuff too.
But isn't it over here?
There is one, but some of my other ones are. I don't think lizard's on there.
I can't tell what it sounds like either. I don't have headphones in, so hopefully that was okay.
Let's see.
What was the Dexter one? It says on there.
Yeah. But there's only 6 on there. I had like I have like 20 over here.
Mm-hmm.
We've really touched on so many things.
Yeah.
Wow. This is going better than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, we still want to do a podcast that specifically talks about like women in the paranormal. So like getting into the stuff that I was talking about earlier of like people have preconceived notions that women are the one that are more oppressed during like possessions, paranormal activity, or like getting into poltergeist things, because Ed on the Rain Warren created a lot of interweaves with that. It's very weird.
Yeah, and I've been I got an amazing book that's called the Pink Pill. And it's about how women play a part in like the red pill, like manosphere type movements. And it touches on like some spiritual stuff that is very prevalent. Like, not to like plug things more. Also, if you can't tell, we're more. I should also maybe tell everyone, like, if you can't tell by now, we are more left. Doesn't mean that you have to agree with us on any of it, but we are somewhat skewed to that. So just so people are aware.
I'm giving you the link to the book if you want to.
Let's not forget Miss Boo's role in the field as a field. Listen, I love her. We should.
Who?
Boo's dog.
Oh. Is your dog named Boo too? We
Yes.
have a cat named
We have
Boo.
a cat named Boo. She's a black cat.
Naturally. The most stereotypical name animal that we have.
Yeah. My favorite is when people say that we today lost ancient knowledge like telekinesis, and that's how the pyramids came to be.
Yeah. That's a good one. We get that a lot.
We get that. And I'm always like, how in the world...
They taught us in school how they moved the bricks into the pyramid. Well, what do you mean?
My thought is like, if like Atlantis and all of these things like existed, how is there like not a single shred of like anything that even hints at it being true? Like,
yeah,
like there are other like civilizations that we know fully existed, but Atlantis never existed.
Yeah. We get a lot of Atlantis claims too, that they're Atlantean.
Oh yeah. Or aliens.
Yeah.
Seen things about human alien breeding programs. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Woo Woo Wednesdays.
Come to Woo Woo Wednesdays.
Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what to.
Yeah, Boo Production Paranormal. We named the channel after our dog. That's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that, and you definitely needed to spell that out because I was not paying attention to not making the connection. Amazing.
And I thought human breathing was hard. Breeding, like breeding.
Yeah, they're breeding with the aliens to make
alien hybrids.
Hybrid alien babies.
Facts Wednesdays? No, far from the facts. But we do. I don't know. It's a fun time.
I've been finding paranormal TikToks to react to.
Amazing.
Of like exorcisms and shit.
We may have outfits for the next one too. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Props.
Oh, Jada!
Jada with the $20. Thank you. What is that? I feel like I never know anything.
Why did I think you said breathing?
It's a Neolithic archaeological site in Upper Mesopotamia in modern-day Turkey. I've never seen babies that look like aliens. Facts.
It's the starseeds.
They are the starseeds. What else do you have to say about women?
What else did you write down? I mean, I could tell you more things about women.
I have like a whole list of things that I saw being talked about. But I feel like we've covered so much of it so fast.
There's a little bug on your notebook.
Where?
Oh, no. It's right here.
Oh.
And now he's probably dead.
How do I become a starseed? You're just born one. Or else you're an alien who is projecting their consciousness into a human body.
There's this girl that I found on TikTok that thinks that she's an alien. We've reacted to her before. And she claims that her like alien consciousness was put into a human body. So that's why she looks like a human instead of an alien. And she doesn't like remember anything like as a child. they like lasered whatever into her head or something. I don't know, but she was like a conscious ball of alien energy, and she's in a human looking body.
Here's a big problem that is women specific in the paranormal. Creepy dudes think they want dick pics. Oh. We had a comment not too long ago in one of our shorts, and the dude was like, don't worry, baby girl, I love you. You belong with me. Like, you belong to me. And I was like, hey.
It was a TikTok of me, like a short of me.
Yeah, it was a short. And I was like, hey, what the fuck? I was like, why are you being creepy? She doesn't belong to you. Sincerely, her boyfriend.
He got angry.
And then he's like, oh, I was just agreeing.
I was just agreeing.
You jealous much? I'm like, one, I'm not jealous of you. Your profile picture is the letter J. Two, you just said you own someone.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that is accepted in our society. There's also a podcast that was made about me and my other channel, and it was a group of men that talked shit about my podcast and basically made sexual remarks against me and the person that I did the podcast with. And that's like just okay for them to do, because it is okay to talk like sexual innuendos in regards to women. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Because that goes into my bullet point of how women creators are treated versus male creators. Because it was talked about in Kenny's live stream, and it's
that was one of the first times where someone made it a full piece of content talking about how I look the whole time.
Yeah, and
that wasn't about my content. It was how I look, how I sound, who I am as a person. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because there's a lot of what like women creators go through. There is more sexual undertones, or people thinking that they're entitled to women's bodies. So there's so many instances of parasocial viewers of content creators, streamers, whoever, that make up in their mind that they are in a relationship and that they're entitled to something. And and obviously not every single person is like that, but it is a serious issue. Like, we go great lengths to obscure where we live, like even like down to the state. We just say that we live on the East Coast because
we live in the Eastern time zone.
Because we don't want someone showing up to our house, because you know, and like men still get swatted and have stalkers. Like, it's not just a male women thing, but I would say more often than not, the women's side of the aisle it's more of a sexual nature, because a lot of people do view women as objects and just something to be won that they are entitled or obligated to. There's a reason why most women choose the bear. Exactly.
Tro.
Because I mean, God, I've been doing, even though on this channel October will be like 3 years that we've been doing this. I started doing content creation and like existing as a content creator when I was I was still in high school. Technically, I was a senior in high school. So I started in like 2015, 2016. Not to tell you how old I am, but M's immortal, just so you know. She's been 13 for 13,000 years. But I already told you I'm Gen Z. So, but I was in a gaming organization, and there was a man who just was absolutely convinced that I was going to be in a relationship with him and marry him, and he was like, I'm stationed in Hawaii, you're gonna come live with me. And I was like, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. And he's like, no, you will. And I was like, I'm not, for one.
Mm-hmm.
2, I'm gay, I'm not interested in dating men.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like, we are meant to be together. And then when I turned him down so often, I had to like fully block him. Then he went to the rest of our gaming organization and started like sexualizing me and saying horrible things about me because I didn't give him what he wants. And that's like, that's a pretty universal.
That's the boyfriend like issue of like anytime you ask if a girl is single or whatever. I have a boyfriend even if they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even that isn't enough sometimes. Like,
yeah.
It's, I mean, I had a dude send me Snapchat me and be like, damn, I can't believe Roe v. Wade just got overturned. And it was the day it happened. So he was the first person I found out about it. And then he followed up by sending a dick pic.
You're definitely 2000 or 2001. Wouldn't I be, let's see, how many is 13? How long have I been 13?
13,000 years. What the fuck? Yeah. Like, I was just like, holy shit, that's fucking stupid. And also, it was 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning. Like, ridiculous. I had women disrespect me by trying to flirt or invade my personal bubble. Oh yeah, women also do the same to men. And because of how the like patriarchy is set up, it makes men feel like they can't be victims or that they can't speak up when they're assaulted and abused. And it's like, oh, well, women can't be predators. They're weak. They're women. And it's like, that is not true.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a predator. Anyone can be a victim in it.
Yeah. Internalized sexism.
Yeah. So it hurts. How old am I? I'm 27.
They're like trying to crunch the numbers.
I'm 27.
I'm 13.
I turn 28 this year.
And I've been 13. How long have you been 13?
Forever.
Like, say it out loud.
She got bit by a vampire. Skin sparkles.
I'm 113 years old, but I'm 13. My body doesn't age.
Thank you for acknowledging that. I mean, it's true. I know men personally that have been in abusive relationships with other women that treat them horrifically. And like, he was made to seem like he was the problem, or it's like, that's, that's why I don't know. I want to really like hone in that these systemic issues affect everybody.
Yes.
And so trying to create like advocating and trying to make systemic changes means we don't have to live in a society where we just have to accept this shit.
Yeah. It's bringing awareness to things that should be talked about. Because a lot of times people just accept that it's fine because it has always been fine. So a lot of people like say that it doesn't exist anymore because it wasn't horrible like it was in the past. Like, women can vote and shit like that. That's ridiculous. It's not. It doesn't exist anymore. It's not a problem anymore. Yes, it is. It's influenced by the things that have happened in the past. It's just the things that have not been addressed or have enough awareness around is still accepted as okay. So
it's not a competition between the sexes. Women face issues they should be allowed to talk about, as do men. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know. I don't know. I want, obviously this conversation is about like uplifting women and everything, but I did see a lot of men the last week feel a type of way. And one, I'm not going to sit here and tell anyone that they're not allowed to be offended by something, or that you don't even have to agree with the things that we're saying, whatever. But I wanted to try to approach it maybe to help everyone kind of come together and understand, because I do think everyone has the best intentions and wants to create an accepting, like, inclusive community and be welcoming of everyone. And so we were like, we should talk about it and raise money for charity. So you should donate to the charity. And if you're another creator who wants to join, you have to have 10,000 subscribers or more. Unfortunately, It's stupid.
Which doesn't make any sense.
But you can,
we're around here.
if you want to do your own live stream and join the fundraiser, you can.
Yes.
I think the way you two are saying some of the points talked about this week is the difference. Last week, some things were said out of anger, it appeared. I mean, I will admit that my initial instinct was anger and frustration.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of things, like, different narratives were being spun in both directions of, like, this person is getting everything wrong and is making me look really horrible. This person is causing, like, direct hate and hostility towards women and is creating this, like, silence despair for women or for men. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So that's why it creates a bigger issue. That's why we're talking about this. Yeah. It creates the problem that we're talking about that continues to separate people. So I don't know, doing it that way, everyone feels like their, like, opinions are not being heard. Because like we mostly came into it when we saw people responding to the situation.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, it seems like you guys are, like, silencing women creators.
Yeah.
That you're trying to take away from their voices because there are attacks being put onto you. And then vice versa, the attacks being put onto the women is taking their voices away. And we're focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah. I truly think that as a whole, we all could have done things better. Like, I don't know, like, full transparency. Our first, like, interaction or, like, knowing what was going on is watching Mason's live stream, Paranormal Engineer.
Yeah, that's how we
learned that
like,
there was anything.
What is happening?
So, like, watching that, I was seeing one perspective of it and one side of it. And it upset me. And I do still stand by the things that I was, like,
not
saying.
Starting point.
And Paranormal Engineer.
Yeah. I mean, we're, like, halfway through the, like, series and we're starting watching, like, episode 50.
I was like, wait, what's happening?
Like, what?
And then I'm like, wait, so.
Yeah, there's, like, hours of live streams and videos, and we went backwards, I think.
We did. We came in at a very interesting time. So we had our own knee-jerk reactions. So we've watched everything now. Em didn't watch one of the live streams.
I had to work.
Because she was at work.
These live streams are like 5 hours long. It's been like 2 days.
So the Dust live stream, I watched fully. She didn't watch it because she wasn't there, but I caught her up to speed. But before we did this, I wanted to make sure I
knew everything was going on.
Like, fully watched, like, read, listened to everything everyone was saying, because I mean, same Jade, I watched on 1.5.
Like, I gotta know all this tea really, really fast.
We initially were going to do the live yesterday.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't. I was awake for...
She didn't sleep the night before.
48 hours or 50 hours straight. I was anxious. I have PTSD. I'm fine.
She would have come back from work, and then we would have been like almost immediately in a live stream. So we push it to today. I'm happy we did. It worked out better. I know it's so much to cover. Yeah,
it was blew up out of freaking nowhere.
It was a lot to go through. But I wanted to try and like. Have you read the live chat replay? Yes. I read all of the chats in the lives. We were in the entirety of Mason's, but again, that was our starting point, so we worked backwards. So we've watched all of Kenny's initial thing. We watched the apology videos. We've read all the comments, the community posts. Did all of it because I did have an initial negative reaction towards some of the men. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit upset. And
yeah, because like from our perspective going into it there, I still do agree that situation, there was internalized sexism and it was taking like voices away from women in that case. Like I do agree with that initial comment. I do.
Yes.
However, how it was handled after that was causing the issue to become not about awareness of how things can be changed. Because like, yes, I think things like that should be mentioned. Women should have the ability to speak up and be like, hey, this doesn't really feel great because like you did this really great thing about uplifting women's voices and now you're platforming like men. Can we talk about different ways of like going about that so that the things that you just did are not undermined? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with that. However, after all the things going on, it started feeling like, okay, all of these people are very angry and defensive, and the defensiveness caused everyone to feel like they were being silenced. But in our viewpoint, clearly they were not being silenced because they were going onto these live streams and like going on like rampages of like community posts. I'm like, clearly you guys are not being silenced. Like, you know what I mean? You guys are talking about the wrong things though. Yeah. Like, yes, it was like maybe a bad thing that happened, but there needs to be a goal. Otherwise, you guys are going to continue to fight about things. And the goal needs to be like awareness of how these things start in the first place.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, we are not like a full part of the debunking circles. So we, up until this point, really only have interacted with Seg. And it's not to like call anyone out. It's just he did a video on us. We built rapport. We were supposed to go on an investigation with him in February. Like, we were supposed to go to Sleeper's Mortuary.
That's why he was there alone. I'm sorry.
But
you guys know we totaled the car. There's a lot of live streams and like podcasts where you guys can see my car.
Are people taking Kenny's apology to Seg as an apology for the live stream?
Oh. I didn't view it
I do not think that he... I didn't personally see it that way.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
But I do understand why it was perceived that way.
Yes.
I don't think it was anyone's intent for really any of this to happen. Like, I don't think Kenny did it as an apology for the live stream.
No, okay. I didn't see it as an apology I didn't see it like that either. I don't think that was necessarily the issue.
Wish you were there to feel that building rumble with me. It was so weird. I'm so upset. But yeah. Really quick story. We were literally driving on our way to Kansas to meet up with Seg the next day. And we were getting off the freeway. You know what? I still have the map right here that I drew. Because
why not?
So this is the Ohio-Indiana border. We were on the road for a few hours.
Iconic.
And we were coming off the exit and we were stopping to get gas and food. And as we were turning this, we got hit so hard from behind.
Yeah.
Where it turned out, and like we caught air and we ended up in the middle of this. This is like the freeway. This is the exit. This is literally the border. This is where we ended up. And the other car that hit us ended up. The map needs to be framed. It really does.
We gotta go on our board amazing. Back there.
But a dude hit us because he was running from the cops. He was driving on a suspended license and was in a high-speed chase with the cops and happened to hit us just perfectly. So somehow all of our equipment was pretty much fine besides my gimbal. That's the only thing that like really broke, and the EMF candle.
It was coincidentally fine. Like we coincidentally moved the most expensive things out of the trunk.
Yeah, but like our trunk was in our back seat.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
They had to use the spreader to get the stuff out of the back, like in the trunk.
Yeah, I'll show you guys a picture.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
But our car was totaled and we were hours away.
Do the one with
yes.
Okay.
No, I know which one. We were hours away from home. We still had a long ways to go to Kansas. So we
Did you do this Annabelle? Dude, I wish we were seeing Annabelle because that would be so
hilarious.
Fun. Be like, low key, I want to touch Annabelle. Does anyone So TikTok, that you can clip that to be a TikTok. I still want to touch and see what happens.
Good God.
Because I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
That was the back of our car. We were okay. We got...
The police report says that he was going extreme speeds. Yeah. I was doing like maybe 50. I was decelerating, so I was in between 40 and 60. And he was going a lot faster than us.
Yeah, and then he ran away on foot.
Yeah.
And the police caught him hiding in a dumpster.
He was in a dumpster.
Like, and now he's in prison.
Like the little trash pile he was. I did not get any money from him either.
Yeah.
His insurance was like, so actually, we can't help you. And then they never answered after that.
Yeah, and I have a lot of... I'm going to ask Annabelle, point to this non-haunted doll.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
How dare you? Not Annabelle. But I have bad PTSD from being hit by a car as a pedestrian when I was a kid. So I have trauma. Yeah. So after that, I was like, I like texted the images to Seg and I'm like, hey, sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to make it. This is our car now. And literally, like, it's right in front of the Welcome to Indiana sign. And it was
the
just...
Uranus Fudge Factory.
And we were right by Uranus Fudge Factory.
That's the picture.
This is where Uranus Fudge Factory is. This is a firework building, and this was where he hid in the dumpster.
Yeah, he didn't cross the border. The cops were like, if he crossed the border again, then they would have to go get Ohio police to find him.
Yeah, Uranus. Yes, there is a place that is called Uranus Fudge Factory. I am not shitting you.
It was a good place to like get into a crash because I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, so we got our the fire chief had to drive us and all of our equipment and all of our gear into the an Enterprise so we could get a rental car, and then we drove all the way home.
We literally pulled all of our stuff into the lobby of the Enterprise, and they're just watching me like pull stuff in, and I'm like, actually, guys, I have $30 in my pocket, and my insurance guy said that you would just deal with this.
Please give us a car.
I don't know how we're gonna get home, so yeah.
Yeah, so that is why we did not make it to Sleeper's Mortuary.
Yep.
You're welcome.
It was
not a rental car.
it was my car.
It was our car. So we had to get a rental
car to go home.
Yep. And we never saw that car again. And now we have a new car.
Yeah, I literally called my dad and he was like, you need to get everything out of it because you're never going to see it again. And I was like, okay. So I literally asked the fire people like multiple times. I'm like, we can't get the stuff out of the trunk. Like, and that's why they used the spreader to get it out.
So yes, we did get rear-ended not too far from Uranus.
That's why it's amazing.
You are correct.
That's why it's hilarious.
The funny thing is, it was my mom who was like, it was right by Uranus Fudge Factory. I was like, thank you, mother. Yes, we will make something happen the next time. But yeah, once we got the rental car, I had a full breakdown. And now we're fine. Yeah. But back to the topic of women in the paranormal. They did have to use a spreader in Uranus.
That's why I'm like, yeah, the jokes about Uranus. And Annabelle. I still want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. Because they said that there's 2 of them, and I know I'm probably gonna not get banned to go there because I keep saying, like, what's the cucumber from SpongeBob? Not the cucumber.
Plankton? What are you talking
about? The sea cucumber episode.
The sea
I forget
cucumber.
What his name is, where Patrick touches everything. That's how I feel going into the, like...
I know which one you're talking about.
The Warren Museum. I'm like, touch! Touch! I just want to know what happens, because he said not to touch anything, so I'm like...
I still am waiting to get scratched at a location. Just saying.
Maybe it'll be at the Warren Museum.
The Warren Museum is going to be at Uranus Fudge Factory.
Ooh!
What's up, Orion?
Jesus Christ. I mean, you come at a wonderful time where we're making Uranus jokes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any recommendations for female content creators or female paranormal inventors?
Recommendations? Like getting into this space? Recommendations in what? I'm sorry, I'm autistic.
No, you're fine. I would say that you just got to be comfortable owning your shit and like pushing back against people.
Mod your community.
Yeah, like
I feel like women are they're afraid to say anything. And it's also like discouraged in the community, whether you are male or female. To like if someone says some shit about you, you're just supposed to ignore it because you're platforming them. Say something.
Yeah, so like if someone comes in and is like being weirdly creepy sexual to like Emily, I just like put him on blast.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a dick about it, but
we started doing that after Seg called us out in one of his videos or whatever. But we're like, if any one of you starts some shit, like we will be made an example of. Like we will respond. It will not just be ignored. But a lot of people like just think it's like faceless.
Yeah.
You know?
But we try to just create a community that is just really chill, accepting of like everyone, and we can have whatever that identifies people. Asking because I am male and want to broaden my horizons. Okay, you're looking for.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know that many. Like,
oh, you're looking for?
Yeah, he's looking for them.
Oh, to watch them. Oh, okay. That's why I was like, what are we asking?
So
are we talking about
I think paranormal, and like investigators.
Investigators?
I feel like it's hard.
Amy's Crypt? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, like
Amy's
we Crypt. Like Amy's Crypt. I mean, they use GhostTube a lot, and I know that's kind of a like thing. But honestly,
they're very down to earth, though. Or at least that's my opinion of them.
They seem pretty chill. Out of like most of the, like we don't know if like we're just. Seg recommends smacking Amanda. I'm still waiting for you to cover that video, Seg.
You need to cover that video. It's really bad.
It's crazy.
It's really bad.
And that's coming from people who have
like
worked.
If you need an example of like, I don't know, a residential case and why it should not be covered, you know.
Files, Ladies Fright, Truth or Demons, Bad Cat, Ember Dust. Yeah, those are those ones.
Those are the debunker side of things.
Yeah, those are really like outside of like Kelsey Davies, Selena, like the outside of the big ones, but I don't.
Yeah, because we want to like find like smaller creators, because I mean there are bigger creators in the like ghost investigation niche. Because you do have Selena Spooky Boo, you have Kelsey Davies, Mackie and Amanda.
I would say, gosh, why am I completely blanking on them?
Ghost Club Paranormal
XP. Paranormal XP is actually, I like them. I really like Paranormal XP. They're around like the same size channel as us. They
should go down the list of your like subscriptions.
Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Because I'm like, yes, we can tell you the big ones, but probably people already know about those.
Yeah. I really like Paranormal XP. They are like a women-led team. They don't do a lot of the like sensationalizing. They do use equipment and stuff,
Bad
but
Cat Paranormal.
They have like beautiful like cinematography and like production value. It is really pretty. They don't over like hype, yell, scream, anything like that. Those are really the only people.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Yeah. We gotta find more smaller channels, because we're more on the debunking side of things too. We watch more debunkers. So the list that Sarah gave,
don't scare.
We know those more people.
I just subscribed to Paranormal Simulations yesterday. But I want to find more as well. So,
yeah, I mean that would be cool to like have that. I don't know. My brain says we could have a list and have like other channels that are promoted in that sort of space. Paranormal Simulations.
Julie Lunar.
Never heard of her.
She looks like someone that I kind of know.
Yeah, there's also another one, and I'm dyslexic, so I don't know the orientation of.
Oh no, never mind. This person does like story times.
Haunted hunting, I think. Or hunting haunted. I'm dyslexic.
It's like, I know a channel that is, but she does like story time stuff. She's not an investigator. I was looking to see if she did investigations. I know her personally. I knew her before all of this, but
yeah.
Those meddling mediums. My watch is hitting my mic. Sorry.
Weeping Willow Paranormal. We're subscribing to more people.
I want more people to watch.
Shuck TV Paranormal. Shuck. I've heard of Bad Cat Paranormal. Yeah. I've seen her quite a few times.
Yeah. She's I know she's collabed with Seg. Like to see more thorough history segments on every channel. Should we?
Yeah, I mean.
I asked for this and my name is nobody. It's not coming Some people in here already know because I've reached out to some people already. But that is actually something that we want to start doing. We've kind of like teased it in our other stuff, but
yeah, we've talked about it before.
Yeah, so it's not like a complete secret, but we want to do more like really, really in-depth investigations. So we want to spend multiple days at locations. We want to bring in like
Experts,
debunkers, skeptics, historians, like spiritual
mediums,
people, like
witches,
and kind of explore like every angle that we possibly can, to try to give a more like balanced perspective, to try to give like viewers and people like all of the information.
Yeah, allow you to make a decision of like what you think is haunted and what you don't think is haunted. And it was basically, it's inspired by multiple things, but the main consensus is we watched a documentary about Myrtle's plantation where there was history covered in relation to one of the paranormal claims of, what is her name?
It's a spirit named, there's a spirit there named Chloe.
So the spirit named Chloe is not like documented in history.
She never actually existed. And what race she is, her age, all the details about her shift and change based on what is currently happening in society and like what story she serves to tell.
So society's beliefs change how they perceive this entity or this being that never actually existed in history. Because they have like the list of all the people that like lived there. They have a list of like all of the slaves that also were on the plantation as well. And there's no one under this description and name.
Yeah. So I've been very fascinated, I would say the last like 6 months, especially on what shapes people's beliefs and like how certain beliefs have come to be. Not necessarily like, are they 100% real or are they 100% faked, but what causes people to believe in things, and especially around paranormal locations, like what has, like, why do so many people report the same things and the same experiences? How did that come to be? Like, really like look into not just like, is it real or not, but like, I don't know, more. I want to show like different points of it. I think it's interesting to view it. Obviously, like we're pretty like spiritual. We're mediums.
We're mediums.
We have a viewpoint for things.
Colorful viewpoint of things.
Yeah. So like we have a set viewpoint, and we want to get the opposite of it. It doesn't matter if it discredits us. If we get debunked, like it's not about like, I don't know. We don't really care about that. We think it would be more interesting to actually fully show like real investigations.
Because like people in this niche always talk about it needs to be scientific. This isn't a scientific investigation. You aren't doing scientific experiments. But I'm like, we're also influenced by like true crime things and how true crime is documented through documentaries and stuff like that. So they present all of these different sides of information. So they show like the story from like the police cam. They show different interviews with different experts. They show interviews with the people involved. So we want to do something similar in the paranormal of like, we're going to bring in experts of like, okay, we're going to be there a few days. We're going to investigate a few days. We're going to investigate, see what happens, look at all the claims of the location, bring debunkers in. How can we debunk these things that happen in our investigation? How can we debunk these things that they claim happen all the time? Bring in spiritual people and be like, okay, can you contact certain things? What do you get when you come here? So it's investigating, but it's not necessarily through just a scientific lens. It's more an investigation in the same way that you would investigate a like crime or investigate a like true crime type thing is what I mean.
Yeah.
That is considered an investigation, but it's not necessarily a scientific investigation, because people always tell us that we're not investigators or whatever because we believe in ghosts and we're not trying to prove ghosts exist.
Yeah, I don't know. Mason mentioned it, or like to me prior to everything, about like anomaly hunting. I shouldn't say I. Both of us have gotten just really bored with how paranormal like content is done now. So much of it is just copy and paste the same things, and we want to try to challenge ourselves and our beliefs and get out of our comfort zone. We want to try to use the content, like our content, to create change. And not that we are like experts in anything, that we are like, we know everything in the world. We don't know shit, and we want to bring in people to help fill those gaps. And just, I don't know, we both are artists at our core. Like, we both have backgrounds in graphic design, video game design. Like, we both, making art is our passion, and we want to less look at content of like, we need to pump out these investigations weekly, because we've done that before. It's not sustainable for us.
It's expensive to do investigations weekly, for one.
Yeah.
And for two, it just becomes the same video over and over again, because there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of time to edit. There's not a lot of time to do any research on it. And YouTube likes when you post content constantly. So that's why we've been doing more podcast stuff to support the channel while we do things like this.
Yeah. So we are trying to sorry. We know him, that's why. Not Michael.
I like how you keep changing your name.
Mm-hmm. Where was I gonna go? He threw me off.
That's why he's here.
That's why he's here.
You've come at a good time. We are raising money for women's rights.
I believe women. Don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about serious things. Okay.
We're talking about women's rights in the paranormal.
Donate to
not
charity,
Michael.
not Michael. But I don't know. I do love going to locations, and I do love doing research and diving deep. It's why I still haven't put out the first deep dive I've been telling people about since October.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to try to just do something different. See what we can do. I want to bring everyone in on it. And I remember what I was going to say. We're thinking about doing a Kickstarter. Yeah. We just want to finalize some like details and things, and like kind of see what we need. But we're thinking about doing a Kickstarter at some point.
Yeah.
To see if we can crowdfund some of the funds to go towards like producing it, because
it's going to be expensive going to a location for several days.
Yeah, especially because we have ambitions, and we want the first one to be whatchamacallit, we want it to be Brushy Mountain, because we've been there, and we want to go back and look at it from a different perspective. But I also think, I don't know, I feel like so often, like, as we all know, ghost hunting is very boring. It's a lot of sitting around and nothing happens. So yeah, Jada wants us to go to Brushy.
Yeah.
So
it's just expensive. That's why we're trying to do a Kickstarter.
It's so expensive.
So,
but
you'll see that probably in a few months.
I think it's more important to show the reality of ghost hunting, that it's not as like crazy. A lot of it is just silence, but I think it'll still be interesting because it can be supplemented with more history, more things, not just like.
Well, it's not just. Because every time I go to a location, I get very anxious because I'm like, something has to happen.
50.
Oh!
Thank you, Mason.
Amazing. But every time I go to a location, I get worried that the location's not going to be good. We're not going to have a video, whatever. So it takes pressure off the location itself, because that's not necessarily the most interesting part. It's all of the pieces coming together as a whole. So the plan is we want to film like a whole bunch of different like parts to put into the full video. So we'll have like an interview with one of the experts, for example. That video, the full interview, will be available to our memberships. And then bits and pieces of that will be included into our video. So we'll have a whole bunch of different pieces of content that will be released like as exclusive content.
Because we want to build a like case files and like resource library that has like where we like compile and share all of the resources that we have. So sources from like, you know, newspaper links or articles, like kind of share all of the knowledge with everyone. So more people have it and can like use it, find it or whatever. If you ever investigate a golf course, can I get an invite? We'll see. Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of things coming together. So it might be in a few months that we start having those types of pieces of content coming out. But
so if you or anyone you know wants to participate or know something specifically about Brushy, like
if you
regardless, if you're a debunker, like medium, doesn't matter who you are. If you feel like you have something,
if you want to be one of the experts, if you're like a historian, you have like information about like different historical things that are going on in there. If you have like some sort of spiritual practice and want to like get in and do experiments with that, debunkers, we've been reaching out to debunkers already to try to bring people to help with that as well. Because it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to the location either, because I feel like we are going to have more like interviews, like one-on-one through like videos.
Yeah, like Seg, for instance, can't come fly to the States all the time.
But we might bother you and ask you to do an interview.
But also something that I really, really want to do is so many of these locations like to spread like paranormal claims or things relating to Native American culture, especially. And I want to actually talk to natives and get like if it's like, oh, there's a skinwalker here, I want to talk to people and actually educate against it. And like, so if it's touching on cultural things by specific cultures, I want to talk to those cultures to actually represent it for real, rather than like whatever. Look into a different location than Brushy. I know, we have the too much.
We have
Gene.
Big ambitions. It's like $1,500 a night to do it at Brushy.
Yeah,
but I'm like, it makes sense with where we're going that Brushy is the next one, which I get it. That's why we're trying to get a Kickstarter.
Yeah. And also
yes, we could do a cheaper location, but
I need a new gimbal.
We do need a new gimbal.
It broke.
The gimbal broke in the car, getting into a car accident.
You happen to have a file on Brushy? Amazing.
Oh.
1,500 is still less than McIntyre Villa. Yeah. So many places are so expensive. And I'm like, in this economy, I don't got money for shit. I have like -$7 on my bank account right now. Oh yeah, it is a cool location. That was the very first location I ever went to.
Yeah, right.
And then the second one was Indiana State Sanatorium.
Locations.
What?
They're two very big locations.
Yeah.
But I would say they're more like abandoned-esque, because sometimes you just go into a house and it's just kind of like you're in someone's house for a few nights. But going into those locations, because was it Brushy that we went into that one place and it was just all like dust?
Yeah,
I think it was Brushy.
Yeah,
that one was like sketchy. Like I think we're breathing in asbestos.
Yeah, it was because like I don't know, it had like rained or something, so it was like musty. It was
Indiana State Sanatorium literally has holes in the wall, like giant gaping holes. they like try to like not touch it. You know?
Randolph County Infirmary would be a really cool one too. We've been there.
We've been there so often, many times.
We've been there a few times.
That could have a lot of history, and that one's closer too.
Yeah,
to a lot of things.
But we want to do every location. Obviously, we can't do everyone to start, but I think it could be cool to just try to look at it a different way. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I know Brushy is where Sek and I first fell in love. We need a gay button so bad. I want to be like, gay! Are there any other questions about women or equality in the paranormal? Women. Are you trying to look at my list? I know you can't read for shit.
Can't read from the other side of...
She's dyslexic.
I am dyslexic. Riker is hyperlexic, and I'm dyslexic. I didn't know I was dyslexic until a few years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I told a lady that when I was being assessed for getting a doctor or whatever, and she just felt so bad that I was dyslexic, and I was like, really, it didn't bother me that much. And it still doesn't. It's just really funny.
Like, how?
Yeah. Love at first sight, Joe.
I feel like we covered a lot. I don't know. I'm happy. I was not expecting to raise this much money or this many people to be here. I'm gonna be for real, because I was like, we're not really in the debunking circles, and I was like, I don't want it to seem like we're inserting ourselves where we shouldn't. But I don't know. I had things to say. Those meddling mediums, meddling in shit again. That's why it's our name.
Meddling in things bigger than ghosts. I wrote that in our story today.
It's like true.
From the heart. I'm very glad you all did this. I think it was great. We appreciate the support. Yeah, the reason why we wanted to like talk about this stuff is because we thought that the plot was being missed.
Yeah.
So that's why we're like, let's get into this, even though this drama is not about us whatsoever. Let's make it about us.
What can men do to make more live streams feel more safe for anyone? I would say on average, I feel like most of the community is fairly okay. I think just, at least for me, just calling out when people are like being a bigger issue. Like,
you need to mod your chat.
Yeah, because like we'll let people come in and criticize us. Like if people want to disagree or have debates about things, totally open to that. That is never an issue for me. But if someone comes in bad faith and is trying to just like do a gotcha, do whatever, then I'm gonna call you out for it. I mean, it sucks like club too. Oh, we all know, Seg. We all know.
Just being dyslexic is just so funny to me. I'm sorry. After my life, I get 2 more mods. Yes, mods are great, but it's also a lot of times there needs to be like a correction made.
Yeah.
I think someone needs to say something of like, don't do that here. We do not accept people that do that here.
Yeah, like we have the rule where if you come into our chat and are just immediately like, I hate this specific creator, we're like, don't do that here. Like, you don't have to like a creator, but you don't need to fucking make it everyone else's problem. Just
you know? You don't need to come in and be toxic.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think just being vocal, and I would say my biggest hot take is be aware of when you just need to sit the fuck down. I think a lot of people this last week could have just sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like, I'm not trying to dismiss anyone or be like, but sometimes you got to learn to sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
and that goes for it's across the board. It's not any one person or any side. It's just across the board. Sometimes you just need to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, not every problem has the same solution.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, but it's just very much a like, don't ignore the issues because they will snowball in your community. Because that's the thing, like with content creation in general, there is this belief that you need to have thick skin and that you need to just take whatever bullshit is coming your way. And a lot of times people say, just ignore it. You don't want to platform like an abuser or an oppressor. But all of that perpetuates this culture of abuse. It allows the abuse to somewhere if you are continuing to ignore it. So if you allow it to be on your channel, if you allow it to stay in your community, it's going to just snowball and continue to enable that behavior there. So if you're not gonna, that's why I'm like, you should say something of like, be respectful still when you're saying it. Don't like make it into a bigger issue. But I'm like, you need to say something of like, that, take that somewhere else. That's not allowed here. This is why.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna use like the example when Seg did the video on us like over a year ago. I know I keep using that, but it's like the easiest one for me to point to.
Yeah.
And it's also, I don't know, everyone knows about it, I feel like, for the most part too. Like, we had no problem with comments like criticizing us or anything. It's when comments turn to be hurtful. And like, it's not just criticizing or whatever, it starts to get personal. I think if it starts to get personal, to like redirect and be like, hey, you are allowed to have your feelings and opinions, but let's keep it to not personal things. You know, you can allow people to still voice their minds and, you know, have free speech without being fully toxic and mean towards others.
Yeah.
Because people tend, I feel like, if you like call people out for being like, hey, that's not cool, that's personal, like we don't do that, it kind of makes everyone be like chill about it and be like, oh, okay, like there is a line of what is valid and what just turns into mean-spiritedness, you know?
So I can't donate because he's not in this country. Interesting. Did not know that one. Maybe it's the like.
Don't worry,
actually,
guys.
I just have no idea.
Reddit just sent me a notification from Sam and Colby's subreddit, and it says, "Is Sam and Colby's content real?"
Love that.
I love.
Looking at from Seg.
Mason and Seg are the same person. Actually, he just had to take off his mask.
Cheers.
And then it's Mason.
Yeah, the face reveal.
The face reveal.
The face reveal.
Oh, no, not Reddit. I love stalking paranormal channels on Reddit.
It's amazing. It's so toxic. As we're talking about toxicity, just don't take it into our community. We're responsible for our community.
Yeah. So.
Oh, $20 from Boo Productions.
Boo, thank you so much.
Oh, did it? You just pulled that thing up. We were like, earn. The last one. Yeah. Let me refresh it. We're at $1,220 of our $2,000 goal.
Oh, we've heard your American accent, so I don't know how he didn't know.
Right? I was like, oh my god, he should just have an accent, full send, just talk normally. Which I know your voice is so distinct. I like don't get how he didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm like, I could still hear it, but also,
I was like, ooh, no.
Also, maybe we knew, like, if we weren't expecting it to be him. I mean, I would just be like,
I would recognize your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you pretended to have an American accent.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like people should listen more when criticism is involved. Yes, I do agree with that.
Yeah, criticism is allowed, but there is definitely a difference between that and bullying.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. If, like, someone comments and is like, you're fake mediums, that's allowed. I'm not going to be like, fine. How dare you? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But if someone's like, I don't know, making comments on, like, my weight or something, then I'm like, that's really
get
like,
out of here. And it's very much like, if they're gonna make comments about us, they're willing to make comments about everyone else in the community, and that is absolutely not okay.
Yeah, or other people see it and are like, I can do this.
And if they see it and we just take it, then they think that that's allowed everywhere else, and it's fucking not.
Yeah, because I mean, we had no issue with the video Seg did on us.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was tame for him.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's the assumption that when videos like that are made of you, that people come over and start hating you in your comments.
Yeah, which is why, like, we went live and I was like, you are allowed to come in and have criticism and things, but you are not allowed to shit on anyone.
Yeah.
Like, there's a line, but...
Yeah. I made a playlist of all of that 2 days ago because people were being weird about it. So if you want to watch all of that, I can link the playlist too.
I feel like everyone
go look at the playlist.
Still go look at it, but
I made it yesterday. It was very weird, and I think it's a little bit cringe, but we're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want a hot fudge sundae from Dairy Queen. I've been thinking about it since 3 days ago.
Unfortunately, we would not be able to order, and we don't have the money to order. I know.
Yeah.
I'll make you a sleepy time drink.
Oh my God, Riker has a sleepy time. I'm going to influence you. As an influencer, it's just food things. What is it called?
It's from a company called Beam. It's kind of a stupid name, I'm not gonna lie, but
it's a sleepy time powder that you put in like a drink or whatever. Riker put it in vanilla soy milk.
Yeah.
And they came with a frother, and you had that yesterday. It's supposed to like help you sleep, and it has all these like natural ingredients in it or whatever. It tastes like a milkshake, and it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's melatonin.
You have to have it in vanilla soy milk though.
Okay? I'm having a sleepy time drink now called Captain and Coke. We don't drink alcohol. Don't invite us to parties. if you're trying to drink, we are not those people.
You can talk about it.
I don't care if you drink.
Yeah, we don't care. We just prefer to have our hot fudge sundaes.
If you get me ice cream, I'm in.
What is it called? Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Beam. Which one did you get? Which one was that?
That one was so the cinnamon cocoa.
Cinnamon bun. I think it's that one. Oh, it's this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get another affiliate link from me. I'm sorry. It's just easier to get the link that way.
No buzzballs for y'all at the function? No. However, I will partake of edibles.
I will not.
Or the Mary Jane.
I'm going to go to 2 shoes because I'm 13 and I'm sorry.
Oh, that is the affiliate link I meant to highlight.
Affiliate link.
This is the right. That is
cookie dough ice cream. That's Riker's favorite ice cream.
I love cookie dough ice cream. I also worked at Cold Stone for a long time, so I didn't mean to highlight yours, Jada, either.
Your power went out. That sucks.
Maybe your house is haunted.
Yeah, it's definitely haunted.
So funny. My uncles are planning my birthday party already. And we're asking if you two wanted to come. If they want to, I was like, if they want to watch us all get drunk. I think it's funny watching people be drunk. As long as I don't have to like watch you. Oh yeah, I'll go to a
party like that.
It's fine.
I like watching that. I don't know. I think drunk people are funny to an extent. Once you start throwing up, please do that somewhere else.
Henry, he's not there anymore. We moved him upstairs because we needed a lamp by your couch.
Yeah.
And I think it was Joe commented that it says it's April 13th behind us.
Yeah, that was the last Friday the 13th, I think.
Yeah.
So it'll be Friday the 13th forever, and that's why I'm 13. Time stopped.
It's true. I was almost born on Friday the 13th, but then I wasn't. And I'm mad about it because it would have been amazing.
Because you would have crawled out of... You took too long crawling out of hell.
Mushroom that was recently discovered that makes everyone see fairy people and leprechauns.
I hate leprechauns.
Em really does hate leprechauns.
I hate leprechauns. It's because I was a dragon in my past life that protected gold. You're welcome. Silence.
My birthday was Friday the 13th.
But are you also a Scorpio? Because I think the Scorpio Friday the 13th in October would be very, very nice. Or just the 31st. Dyslexia is
it would be a Libra.
Oh yeah, you're fucking right.
Mm-hmm. November. It would have to be November.
It has to be November.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hoping for October because of Halloween.
Bye, Jada. Have a good one. Good night. It's not about that airline food.
Is there anything else you guys have questions about? March 13th.
Happy belated birthday.
Pisces? Is that it? Pisces? Yeah, you're a Pisces.
I feel like that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. What is your favorite airline food?
I like the cheese platters, the cheese and like fruit platters.
I think that's the only thing that we've had.
Yeah, because everything else is gross.
Airplane for very long. They give you a snack. I hate when they give you the nasty cookies.
Yeah, we're very picky eaters.
But the cookies are so bad.
True.
No one likes the cookies. If you like the cookies, why? But when they give you like the pretzels are fine.
Cheese platters. What plane are you on? I mean, we have to buy them. It's not free.
Yeah, the cheese platter
is like $11. Mm-hmm. But American Airlines.
American Airlines.
Just because I have flown back and forth so many times from East Coast to California because my mom still lives in California. It's so good. I think you get like grapes and cheese and crackers and like chocolate. I like the quinoa crisps. They're gross.
Dude, every time we try to get it, they say that we can't buy it.
Yeah.
That the flight is too like short or whatever. And it's annoying because those are the times where we usually have to run to the gate to get onto that one. The Biscoff cookies. No, I hate those cookies. That's the one that's on the airplanes, right?
Yeah.
At least the like American Airlines ones, terrible. But I think I was on a Southwest flight and they had vanilla cookies and those were fine. But whatever, it's like a brown crisp thing and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like Biscoff. Castles.
Like, if you can get us to go, like, UK castles, or I don't know if there's castles in Australia. But
castles.
Would love to go on a castle tour. I think, God.
Haunted Nights.
Haunted Nights went on a castle tour in the UK, and that is my fucking dream.
Damn, in unison, we spend
castles
all of our time together.
It has been my dream since we started doing ghost hunts. Because, like, my second ghost hunt was the Wilson Castle. It's beautiful. We need to go back to the Wilson Castle. It's gorgeous. I want to do, like, 20 more castles. Why aren't castles?
I haven't been to a single castle.
It's rude.
It's homophobic.
It's homophobic.
Actually, it's homophobic.
The U.S. needs more castles. No, it needs more castles that are available for ghost investigation. Because there are more of them. But they're just like castles. So.
Yeah.
But
really, just anywhere. Because
Texas has 0.
Because so many locations in America aren't as old as a lot of places in Europe. So, like, I would love to go to places that have been around longer.
Yeah. I also don't know a lot of places from the UK that are like accessible for investigations.
Disney got some castles. I have been to the castle at Disneyland.
For ghost investigation, right?
No.
No.
Unfortunately.
Ugh.
But you know, Disneyland is haunted.
It's true, right?
Honestly, I didn't know people actually believe that. I used to... I used to live like 20 minutes-ish from Disneyland in California. And we had like an annual pass. So I was going there like once a week.
Yeah.
And mostly because I was like, it's expensive. We're getting our money's worth out of this. I don't know.
You didn't have paranormal experiences at Disneyland?
No. But I also don't feel like I expected to have any there.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know.
Maybe if you went at night and you were the only one there, still hearing footsteps. The Chillingham Castle is expensive. How popular? Yeah, I've seen that one a couple times because I think Sam and Colby went to the Chillingham Castle because I think we did a reaction video on it.
Yeah. Did you go to the Death Tunnel under Disney? No. Now I just feel lame, guys. Honestly,
Scottish castles would be so
we
cool.
want to move.
We want to go to we want to move to Scotland.
Like,
the U.S. is scary. I'm scared.
Like,
I just want stereotypical looking sheep in Scotland. And where do we want to live?
Edinburgh.
Yes, please. Thank you. But that's a time to do that.
I'm still thinking about the fact that I had a job interview before this today.
Yeah. It is the most like surreal type thing. Edinburgh Castle. Is there an Edinburgh Castle? Like how expensive it is to go to the UK?
Probably a lot. Like, we'll just come to SEG and we'll do an investigation with SEG in Australia. It's like, not in
I think we might die if we go to Australia. Yeah, I went to Nevada and there was a black widow in our Airbnb closet. Australia is not real. Maybe it's haunted. It's a ghost.
I don't know. It's the bugs. It's the spiders.
There's a lot of scary things walking around in Australia, I think.
We're babies.
Yeah. I'm like, I've never seen a black widow before until I went to Nevada. We don't have those here. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say? We have a lot of people here. 28.
I don't think so.
Come here in winter. Summer is full of bloody spiders.
Yeah, no. Wow. I fucking hate.
That's a lot. I don't know how you deal with that. I can't deal with spiders.
I hate spiders.
Yeah.
I'm a little bitch, I'll admit it. There was a centipede on our wall the other week.
Dude, it was like this big.
It was giant and it was crawling by M's head. So I was like,
I was laying there.
Yeah, we were like laying in bed and I was like, move. And then
you like injured yourself moving to bed.
Yeah, because it was like crawling back down the wall and I didn't want it to crawl like onto our bed, like into our sheets. So I pulled the bed out and I'm a dumbass and I have a back injury.
Yeah.
So I tweaked my back.
You couldn't move for like 4 weeks. No. But the first vacuum that we tried, it wouldn't go into it because it was too big.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the shop vac, and the shop vac is still in the garage because I don't want to take it back into the house. It's like one of those centipedes that I know no one knows this, but a lot of you are people that do investigations. When you go to investigations to abandoned places, those are the centipedes with the legs that like go up above their body, because over here we have like the little red ones and they're like tiny, but like the thing that was on our wall was like this big. Disgusting.
It was horrible. I don't like bugs. Yeah, they got some big snakes in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, Trevor. How did one get into your house?
This is the second time this has happened.
Mm-hmm.
The other time it happened was right before we went to California, right?
Chicago.
I will never remember if it was Chicago.
It was right before we went on Chicago, because it was right before we were on Chicago Med.
And the way that I deal with bugs is I put them under cups. So we have a red cup. It's down here somewhere. It's a bug cup. I put it under a cup, and then we left for a week. And my parents watched the house, watched our animals. And then we came back.
And the cup was gone.
The cup was moved, and I just wonder if my parents lifted it up and saw that giant centipede and what their thoughts were, because they did not say anything about it. So I'm like, did you guys see a giant centipede under this cup?
This is completely random, but I just had a thought. Seg, I know you keep saying that like you need to be on our live again. We should have you join us for a Woo Woo Wednesday.
Oh, that would be amazing. I wouldn't think about that.
That would be hilarious.
React to Woo Woo content. It will blow your mind. It'll be hilarious to watch you react to this shit. Not to like out you on a live stream and ask you.
I'm like, I think that would be so much fun.
It'd be hilarious.
It's hilarious. Like one of them that my thought process is like talking about snakes and nope ropes. We watched a TikTok that was about Adam and Eve, and it was hilarious because it was like, what if the devil was actually the dick and Adam was gay and had gay sex because the devil is a penis?
It stems from the story of Adam and Eve and the snake. The snake is actually the devil's dong. Mm-hmm. That was the story. And Adam is actually gay for Steve, I guess. I guess that's a thing.
Be hilarious.
Yeah, Woo Woo Wednesday is a fun time.
No, just in the Adam and Eve story.
Yeah, the like snake that like tempts Eve to take the fruit or whatever. They had come to the conclusion that the snake is the devil's dong.
The snake.
Is actually the snake.
Steve from Minecraft, yes.
Steve from Minecraft?
Yes.
Yes.
Adam and Eve and Steve.
And Steve. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Don't worry.
It was a good one. That one got me. I was unprepared for that one.
Yeah.
Riker found that one.
It was amazing. No notes. Hilarious.
Sounds like a sitcom. Adam, Eve, and Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. People always say that they're always like, it's not Adam and Steve, it's Adam and Eve, to try to say that no one is gay, can be gay. But I think it's funnier to think that Adam was actually having gay sex and that was his sin.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Amazing. Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride. It's Pride Month.
Yeah.
This is an interesting live stream.
We have bounced all over the place.
I hope you have come here for the drama, because this is what we're talking about.
And if you can't tell, we get sidetracked very easily.
Like, donate for women's rights.
For women's rights. For Adam, Eve, and Steve.
Happy Pride.
Oh, I'm so in.
I got an idea for a rabbit hole for you to fall down for another live stream.
Oh, I can't wait. I came here for Steve. Dad's name is Steve.
My dad's name is Steve. And I'm going to take this as the opportunity to all show you.
He has a YouTube channel.
Also, Paula donated to us.
Again?
No, she donated to us.
Oh.
for the DQ and snacks. $100. Thank you, Paula.
We're truly get Dairy Queen tomorrow.
Truly, I saw that other one and like almost cried then too. Oh yeah, my dad has a YouTube channel.
The Devil's Dong and how it relates to women's rights. Amazing.
No one will get it. It is my sole purpose in life to make my dad have a huge YouTube channel while he is not posting anything.
His boat is in our garage because he's been like repairing it, working on it, and he likes to film and record. He's recorded so much content, but he hasn't posted in a while.
He has figured out editing YouTube videos weekly is hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're learning how to use an editing software. But this is my dad's YouTube channel.
If you want to see the
most, if you want to know what he looks like,
and want to like, all of our like UK people are always so shocked when they hear his voice.
My dad has a very thick Midwestern accent, I guess. Midwestern. I had no idea until Pyro said something because I like posted a video of my dad talking.
Wasn't it the Eclipse?
It's the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't think it sounded terrible, I would play it for you. But you can go on, I think it's on our Instagram. You hear my dad talking about the sun coming out behind the total eclipse in April of 2024, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But apparently he has a very thick Midwestern accent, which I'm like...
It's hilarious.
Crazy. I had no idea.
He tells a good fish story, too.
He is a fisherman. He is very good at telling stories. They get more and more traumatic every time you talk to him. I like fell off a horse and like I broke my tooth because I fell off a horse that was like rearing. The story for him somehow turned into me getting kicked in the face by a horse. And my mom was like, you cannot tell people that my mother, which is my grandmother, is gonna have a panic attack. Like Midwestern emo? What does that mean? I don't know. Like, Paranormal engineer, you have a Texan accent. I can hear it. I'm like, y'all, where are you from? And then you said you were Texas, and I'm like,
say y'all.
Yeah, but you don't say it like from Texas. I know people from Texas, so I'm like, you know what I mean?
He told me about how he has a meteorite stone thing shaped like a piece of poop. What? I haven't even heard that. What?
What did you read? Who? My dad was talking to me
I think when Orion's
got like a flat tire before leaving. No, I do remember that. I was there for that. That was my dad. My dad, everybody. My dad could talk to a wall. Like, you don't even need to respond. Like, he can have a conversation by himself. He's very good at talking.
He's a yapper.
He's an Aquarius.
But we should probably go so we can let our puppy out. I say puppy. She's not a puppy anymore, but...
Yeah. Well, that's her nickname.
True. I feel like... No, we let the cats out.
I let the cats out.
Let the cats out. If you also don't know, we have like a petting zoo at our house pretty much.
We have 4 cats and a dog.
And 5 chinchillas.
And 5 chinchillas and 2 fish.
And a partridge and a pear tree.
So, anything else you gotta say?
No.
I hope you enjoyed our TED Talk. We'll see you guys next week for Woo Woo Wednesday.
5 chinchillas. I've always wanted one. They're just right over there. The rest of the animals are upstairs.
So my girlfriend said no. They live for 20 years. Yeah. So I have one that is like 16.
Yes. Can you tell us more about the organization we donated to today? Yes, I can. Thank you.
Thank you for the segue.
So the Global Fund for Women is a nonprofit organization that gives money to other grassroots movements, charities, other people to help create systemic change around the world, just to help create equality for like women and everyone. So trying to kind of create positive change. They distribute funds for all of it. It's really cool.
Yes.
We support women. We support women's rights, and we support women's wrongs. But I say that
I'm just gonna give
as
you guys the link.
A gay, so.
Yay! That is the direct link to their website. So you can donate through that. It just won't get added to our goal. Yeah. So you can donate wherever. But that is the link. Thank you for
all the donations.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We're almost at our goal at the end of a live stream. If you are watching this on the replay, you still can donate. There should be a donate button, or like I said, the heart hand thing. If you click on that, you can donate to it directly through our fund. We do not see this money. It goes directly to the corporation itself. YouTube pulls it that way. But if you want to know anything more about the corporation, the nonprofit, if you will, that's the link. So
yeah. We'll see you guys for Woo Woo Wednesday.
We'll see you guys on Wednesday.